Hey, if you are new here, this is Chandan and you are watching the Learning Field. So in this session, we are going to discuss the questions paper of GATE 2022 General Aptitude paper. Okay, questions of General Aptitude from the math paper. Okay, so I am thinking that I will upload the General Aptitude questions paper of the previous all other science subjects also, that is the physics, chemistry and biology and earth science. Okay, and statistics also. Okay, so I am trying to upload the all general aptitude sections or general aptitude questions of all the science subjects from all the science subjects. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss the math paper, the general aptitude sections of math paper. You all know that there are 10 questions in each paper of the GATE exam. Okay, and the 10 questions carry 15 marks. Okay, 15 marks, 5 questions are of 1 marks and 5 questions are of 2 marks. Okay, total 15 marks cover, or the general aptitude cover total 15 marks in GATE exams. Okay, so and you all know that the qualifying marks or cutoff marks for the GATE exam approximately 25 to 30. Okay, therefore you can think that the general aptitude paper carrying the more than 50% of your qualifying marks. So okay, so the general aptitude section is very important for GATE exam. Okay, so let's start the general aptitude questions paper of math paper. Okay, so let's start, and before starting, if this video helps you a little bit, okay, then please give a like to this video, share it with your friends and subscribe the channel. Okay, so let's start. Question number 1. This question is from verbal aptitude or from English section. Okay, so I am just trying to solve the questions. Okay, so as you grow older, the injury to your dash may take longer to dash. Okay, so this is questions from English, and there are two separate words with same spelling but different meaning. Okay, so there are two words, one is HWL, hill, and second one is HEAL, hill. Okay, the combination of these two words. Okay, so hill means what? So hill means simply body organ of human. Okay, body organ. The heel means what? The back part of your leg or back part of your foot below the ankle. Okay, this is the heel section of the heel shoes for the women, for the girls. Okay, the shoes are like heels, that heels is this heel. Okay, HWL. And HEAL, heel means what? This means suppose you were sick and you become healthy again. So this heal means become healthy again. Okay, you can say. So in this dash, the injury of your any body organ, this dash related to a body organ, that means this is simply HWL, heal. Okay, heal, to take longer to heal. Longer to this heal means what? Longer to healthy again. That means you are sick and it takes time. It takes longer time to heal. Heal becomes you become healthy again. Okay, so this heal should be here and this heal should be here. Okay, that means which option? Option number D is correct here. Okay, so now we are going to next question. Question number 2. Question number 2 says that in a 500 meter race, P and Q have speeds of 3:4. Starts the race when P is already covered 140 meter. Then what is the distance between P and Q when P wins the race? Okay, so suppose there is a track of 500 meter. Okay, so this is total track is 500 meter. Okay, then P and Q have to the velocity ratio is what? Speed ratio is 3:4. Okay, and Q starts when P already covered 140 meter. Okay, so suppose this distance is 140 meter and Q starts from here, that is initial position of Q is here, suppose Q0, and when Q starts, then P is already here, and now the remaining distance for P is what? This is total 500 meter. Okay, therefore the remaining distance for P is what? 500 minus 140 meter. This is equal to 360 meter. Okay, now the velocity, suppose the velocity of P is 3 v suppose, and velocity of q is suppose what 4v. Okay, now q starts when p is already 140 meter, therefore the remaining distance of p is 360 meter. Now the time taken when p after here. Okay, so time taken, we count the time of p from here to here. Okay, so time, this is equal to total distance remaining is 360 meter, and total his velocity is what 3v. So this is the time taken by p. Now at this time q distance, how many distance, q cover how many distance. So at this time q covers, so distance cover by q at a time, at time this 360 by 3v, this is equal to what, this is the time 360 by 3v into his velocity is 4v. Okay, so this is the distance covered by q. Okay, at that time, at the similar time when p arrive this position. Okay, so this is equal to, cancel the vv, cancel, 3 is 90, this is what 120, so 4 12 is 480. Okay, so that means when p arrive at a distance at here, that is p covered, already covered 500 meter, q covered what, this 480 meter. Okay, so we have to calculate the distance between p and q when p wins the race. Okay, so when p arrive 500 meter, q is 480 meter, therefore distance between them is 500 minus 480, which is equal to simply 20 meter. Okay, so option A is correct option here. Now go to the next question. The next question is a very, and one more thing is that the questions, this questions 1 carry 1 marks, 1 to 5. Okay, 1 to 5 1 marks, and 5 to 10, 6 to 10 carries 2 marks. Okay, so question number 3 says that 3 bells P, Q and R rang periodically in a school. P rang every 20 minutes, Q rang every 30 minutes and R rang every 50 minutes. This is very easy question. If the all 3 bells are rang at 12 pm, then when will the 3 bells ring together again at next time? Okay, so you just find the LCM of this 3, 20, 30 and 50. Okay, so the LCM is 20, 30 and 50 is 10 into 2 into 3 into 5. Okay, that means what, 5 to the 10, 3 to the 30. So 300 is the LCM of this. Okay, so 300 here minute. Okay, so 300 minute, this is equal to 5 hours, I think. 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours. Therefore after 5 years the 3 bells rang together or ring together. After 5 years means 12, then 1, 12 pm, 1 pm, 2 pm, 3 pm, 4 pm and 5 pm. Okay, so the answer is 5 pm here, option number A. Okay, after 5 hours. Just a minute. Okay, next question, question number 4. Question number 4 says that give below the 2 statements and found conclusion drawn based on the statement. Statement 1 says that some bottles are cups. Okay, this is problems of syllogism. Okay, so syllogism, and some bottles are cup, therefore we can represent by Venn diagram. Some bottles are cups, some bottles are cups. Suppose these are bottles, these are cups. Okay, and all cups are knives, and all cups and knives represent by Venn diagram by this. Okay, so these are cups and these are knives, so all cups are knives. Okay, therefore you can take, here is a circle which are knives. Okay, now if we go to the conclusion, now conclusion 1 says that some bottles are knives. Okay, so these are bottles and this is the knives, so some bottles means what, this position of bottles are knives also. So this is conclusion 1 is correct. All cups are bottles. Okay, see, all cups are bottles, all cups are, conclusion 1 says that some bottles are knives. Yes, this is true, this position of the bottles are knife also, therefore conclusion 1 correct. And some knives are cups, some knives are cups means some knives are cups. Yes, this is correct, some knives are cups. Yes, this is also correct option from the Venn diagram. Then conclusion 3 says that all cups are bottles, all cups are not bottles. Okay, so this is incorrect. And all knives are cups, all knives are cups. No, because these are only cups which are knives. Okay, therefore all knives are not cups. Therefore conclusion 1 and 2 are only the correct statement. Which option? Option number A. Okay, so in this type of problems, that is the problems of syllogism, okay, you do using the Venn diagram, then this will be very easy for you. Okay, now you will go to the next question, problem question number 5. This is also a questions, but the question is little bit tricky. Okay, so the question says that the figure below shows the front and the rear view of the disk, which of the shaded which is shaded with the identical patterns. Okay, the disk is flipped once with the respect to any other respect to any one of the fixed axes 1 1 2 2 or 3 3 chosen uniformly at random. Then what is the probability that the disk does not retain the same front and rear views after the flipping operation? Okay, so first see that since these axes are chosen at uniformly, therefore the probability of each axis chosen is 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. Okay, now it says that what is the probability that it does not retain? Okay, does not retain, that means the position after the flipping is not same. We have to find that probability. Okay, so see carefully one thing, the question is very easy if you see the problems clearly, or a little bit patiently, if you see with the patience. Okay, see this is the question. If we take the axis 1 1, okay, then if we rotate the figure or disk with respect to the axis 1 1, okay, then see this is the symmetry position of the disk. Okay, so एक्सिस 1 कर रहे राइट साइड में लेफ्ट साइड में दो साइड में ही देखो सिमेट्री है डिस्क का. ठीक है, तो ये 1 ओनली पोजीशन होगा. एंड 2 एंड 3 को देखो, ये जो 2 एंड 3 है, जो शेडेड एंड नॉन शेडेड पोर्शन है, ये सिमेट्री नहीं है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट 2 एक्सिस और विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द एक्सिस दिस 2 2 और 3 3. सी केयरफुली दैट द डिस्क, the shaded position and the not shaded position with that in the disk are not symmetrically positioned with respect to the axis 2 and axis 3. Okay, so if we rotate the disk with respect to the 2 2 and 3 3, then this does not retain its same position. Okay, only the disk retains its same position if we rotate the disk with respect to the axis 1 1. Okay, so there are two cases that we can't get, or the disk does not retain its same position, is if we rotate the axis, the disk with respect to this and with respect to this. Okay, so there are three fixed axes which are you can choose the axis at a uniformly. So that means what? That means does not retains का probability क्या होगा? 1/3 plus 1/3 with respect to this axis 2 2 and 3 3. Okay, so this is equal to 2 3 is the clear answer. Okay, so this is the answer of the problem. This is very easy problem. Okay, but little bit tricky. So C is the correct answer. Now if we go to the next question, the question number 6, which is a questions from 2 marks. Okay, and this is the questions from English comprehension. Okay, so the question says that, and one more thing is that I just say it here that you don't have to, मतलब क्या है, इंग्लिश में ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है तभी भी आप ये सब क्वेश्चन जो आता है यहाँ पर, जो मतलब इंग्लिश कम्प्रीहेंशन सॉल्व कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे 2 मार्क्स आप इजीली गेन कर सकते हो. यू जस्ट हैव टू रीड द गिवन पैराग्राफ केयरफुली. ओके, देन you can solve the questions. Okay, so the question says that the paragraph says that altruism is the human concern for the well-being of the others. Altruism has shown to the motivated more by social bonding, familiarity and identification of the belongingness or to a group the notion that altruism may be attributed to empathy or guilt is now being rejected. Okay, so which of the following is correct or logical inference based on the information in the above passage? Okay, now if we see the answer 1 or option 1, human engages in altruism due to guilt but not empathy. Okay, so due to guilt but not empathy, but here it is given that the notion that altruism may be attributed to empathy or guilt has now rejected. That means empathy and guilt इस दोनों को रिजेक्टेड कर दिया गया है. ठीक है, तो ये है इसका मीनिंग. दैट मीन्स ये तो कभी भी नहीं होगा. ठीक है, ऑप्शन बी सेज दैट humans engage in altruism due to empathy but not guilt. Okay, due to empathy but not guilt, but here it is also this discarded. If you read this sentence, then discard this, discards also section, also option B. Okay, now if we go to the option C, humans engage in altruism due to group identification but not empathy. See, there are three things which are group human engage by three things. Engage by three things. One is social bonding, second is familiarity, and third one is identification. Okay, identification of belongingness to a group. Okay, but in these three cases human engage, but these two cases which are rejected are empathy or guilt. That means this is true option, you can say. And then the last option is also incorrect. The engage humans engage in altruism due to empathy but not for familiarity. But familiarity केस में ह्यूमन एंगेज होता है एंड एम्पैथी एंड जो है गिल्ट के इस दोनों केस को रिजेक्ट कर दिया गया है. ठीक है, तो ये यहाँ पे ऑप्शन होगा ऑप्शन सी. नाउ गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द क्वेश्चन सेज दैट question number 7, which is questions from probability. Okay, so there are two identical dice with with a single letter on each of the faces. So this is a very tricky question but easy question. The following 6 letters Q, R, S, T, U, V, one on each of the faces of a dice. Okay, dice or cube, dice faces or dice faces. Any of 6 outcomes are equally likely. That means this you can, if you imagine or if you assume a simple dice which have 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 6 faces, then this is also fine. Okay, so the 2 dice are thrown once independently at random. What is the probability that the outcomes on the dice were composed only of any combination of the following possible outcomes Q, U and V? So 2 dice, so dice 1 and suppose dice 2, 1 times यहाँ पर क्या है 2 dice are thrown once at independently. So independently मतलब क्या है, यहाँ पर जो 6 outcomes है उसका आने का probability क्या है, each केस में 1/6 होगा. Okay, so each letter का 1/6 1/6 1/6 6 times, 1/6 1/6 1/6 6 times. Okay, now the probability of coming Q, U and V, Q, U and V, these are only 3 faces here. Okay, so therefore coming Q, U and V, the probability is 3/6 here, and since dice 2 is independent, this word is very important. Okay, so dice 2 is independent and we have to कॉम्बिनेशन करना है इसके क्यू यू भी के साथ इसका क्यू यू भी. ओके, इस दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन करना है एंड यहाँ पे भी इसका जो आने का प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होगा 3/6 होगा. ठीक है, तो 3/6 एंड इस टूवर्ड्स इंडिपेंडेंट, देयरफॉर द रिक्वायर्ड प्रोबेबिलिटी इज 3/6 into 3/6. That means what, 1/2 into 1/2 which is equal to 1/4. Okay, you don't go to the deeper part of these questions. Okay, this is very light question. If you take the questions lightly, then you can solve the questions, otherwise you can't solve the questions. If you go to the deeper section, or you can think the question in a deeper way. Okay, so this is the fact of this question. Now we go to the next question. It says that question number 8, the price of an item is 10% cheaper in an online store S compared to the price at the another online store M. Okay, store S charges 150 for delivery. There is no delivery charges for order from the store M. A person bought the item from the store S and saved rupees 100. What is the price of the item at the online store S in rupees if there are no other charges than the described above? Suppose this is online store S and this is online store M. Okay, so S means 10% cheaper, and suppose the MRP, the original price, only price of the product is X here and the MRP is Y here. Okay, and this gives here it takes 150 delivery and there is delivery 0 charges. Okay, now in this case also a person saves rupees 100. So if we equate these two equations, this gives 150 plus if we gives 100 here, then this is equal to only Y. Okay, see it carefully, this is delivery charges and this is also same, and this is equal to the total MRP, only MRP of M, because there is no delivery charge in the product of M. Okay, so this is equal to X. Now we go to the options. You can't solve this. If you solve this question very easily, now if you go to the options here, now if we take this rupees 500, if we take, see there is two variables, so X plus 250, this is what, this is Y, means only Y. Now if we take rupees 2500 for Y, so if we take the value of Y equal to 200, that is the price, only price of the product of the online store M is 2500. So that means what? So X equal to what? Rupees 2500 minus 250, which is equal to 2250. Now these two value, now the value is one is 2500 for M and for S the value is 2250. Now if we see, this is the price of S is in this case only 10% cheaper than M. Okay, so see this very carefully. So if we take only this choice from this position, from these options, then only in this case the total price, the price is 10% cheaper in case of S. Okay, so that means what? If we take 10% means 2500, 250 is 10%, which is and 2500 minus 250 is 2250, which is 10% cheaper in this case only. If you take this case, then what? Then the value of, if you take Y equal to 2250, then what happened? Then therefore this this the answer says that what is the price of the item online store S, that means the online price of the S is this one only. Okay, so if you take, see once options also, if you take Y equal to 2250, then X equal to what? X equal to 2250 minus 2250 minus 250. Okay, from this equation. Okay, 250 which is equal to what? 2000. Okay, which is equal to 2000. Now what? If we see the 10% of 2250 into 10%. 10% means what? This 10% means only 225. Okay, which is not equal to, so 2250 minus 225, which is equal to 2025. Okay, but this 2025 and this 2000 are not same. Okay, so this is the very easy technique to solve this problem. Okay, so the B is correct option here. Now I go to the next question. This is also a very important question. I have taken 1 hour to solve this question. Okay, this is very nice question. Okay, so the letters P, Q, R, S and T are to the placed on per vertex on a regular convex hexagon. Regular convex hexagons means the interior angle does not value of the interior angle is not more than 180 degree. Okay, this gives the convex hexagon. Okay, but not necessarily in the same order. That means these are the vertex, but these are the not same order. Okay, now consider the statement. The line segment joining R and S is longer than the line segment P and Q. Okay, second one is the line segment joining R and S is perpendicular to the line segment P and Q. That means what? RS is greater than PQ and RS is perpendicular to PQ. These two options are these two statements, and the line joining the line R and U is parallel to the line T and Q. So R and U is parallel to T and Q. These three conditions. Okay. So when I try the questions, I fulfill these two, but this is not holds for my case. Then I tried after sometimes, and after 1 year of trying, I get the answer. Okay. So this is very funny. So see, RS is greater than PQ and RS is perpendicular to PQ. Okay. So see, if we take RS by this way, R and S here. Okay. Why this I take this? There is a reason, because if we take other than this, then these three conditions are not satisfying continuously. मतलब रेस्पेक्टिवली क्या होगा, ये जो तीनों के तीनों कंडीशंस है एक साथ सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है, मतलब एक साथ सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रहा है. ठीक है, ये बात है इसका. तो ये है इसका केस. तो एस आर, सी एस आर हियर आई टेक आर एंड एस and P and Q here P and here Q. So see these जो diagonal है, this जो line है RS is obviously greater than P and Q's. It is clear from the figure. Okay. Now one more thing is that so these two are satisfied if we take this way, SP and QR. Just a minute. This is S, this is R, this is P, and this is Q. Okay. Now the third statement says that the line segment joining R and U is parallel to the line segment T and Q. Okay. So suppose these are two names. Now if we put here T, then what happened? T and Q. So T and Q is parallel to R and Q. Okay. So this is the only possibility. You can think or you can see other possibilities also, but I think this is the only possibility, because these three restriction, okay, holds once at a time. Okay. These three conditions are very important. Now if we go to the options, then the option says that the line segment joining R and T, okay, is parallel to the line segment Q and S. Yes, this is true option. R and T is parallel to Q and S. From the figure it is very clear. So option A is also already correct here. Now option A is correct. Now you go to the next question. So this is a very important questions and very nice questions. Okay, if you think the questions properly, otherwise you cannot solve this question. Now this is question number 10. The question number 10 says that an ant at the bottom left corner of the grid point, that is at P, as shown in the figure, it aims to move the topmost right corner, that is here. Okay. So the ant moves only along lines marked in the grid such that the current distance to the top right corner is strictly decreases. That means क्या है, एंड जो है इस जो चारों के चारों जो ऑप्शन है इस पाथ में ओनली मूव कर सकता है. ठीक है. तो क्या होगा, यहाँ पे एक चीज देखना है कि एक मूवमेंट के बाद ये जो डिस्टेंस है, ये जो राइट मोस्ट कॉर्नर से डिस्टेंस है वो इंप्रूव ना कर जाए, मतलब इंक्रीज ना कर जाए, वो क्लियरली डिक्रीज करेगा आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग एवरी स्टेप of these steps. Okay. So this is only you have to see or you have to watch it. Okay. So which of the following part is a possible trajectory of an ant during the movement? So see, this is a movement, but if this movement occurs, suppose if we from start P, but P is here, so this is suppose go back, then here. Okay. Now after completing this step, what happened? This, but the ant cannot move here, cannot arrive here if we apply this path. Okay. So this is not the correct path. Okay. So this is not the correct path, so we can discard this. Now if we start from P, so if we see the option B, then this is also this, 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 this and this. Again if we apply, then this is what? This, 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 but the ant cannot arrive. Okay, so option B is also false. Now if we apply C, then the P goes to this, 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 this. Okay, it arrive here. Now if we apply same step, then this, 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 so the ant arrived clearly. Okay, so option C is clearly correct here. And you can see also option D, it is not correct because this is only after like this. Okay, this is not correct. So these 10 questions are the questions of GATE. And I think you can understand the problems, and if you not understand, you can't understand, then comment me, you can comment me in the comment section below. Okay, so thank you for watching.